Hello friend, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to solve some problems from the chapter Polynomial of class 10th Mathematics. Now the question is, find the quadratic polynomial whose zeros are -6 and 2. Also what we have to do is verify the relationship between the coefficient and the zeros of the polynomial. So the first thing we need to do is to find the polynomial as per the given condition, and in later part we just have to verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficient of the polynomial. So let's do it. Here the solution part is given two zeros of the polynomial are -6 and 2. Okay, this is the zero provided. Now what we have to do is, okay, let me tell you, there is a basic formula. If we know the sum and the product of the polynomial, then we can simply put the values in this formula. Let me just first find the sum and the product of these zeros. So sum of zeros equals to -6 plus 2, which is equals to -4. Similarly, product of zeros is equals to, this is -6 multiplied by 2, which is equals to -12. Okay, now I just got the values of sum of zeros and product of zeros. Now the formula, okay, the formula I was talking about is, therefore the required polynomial is given as this is x square, okay, minus sum of zeros x multiplied by x plus product of zero. So this is the formula to get the polynomial, quadratic polynomial, if we know the sum and the product of zeros. Now what we have to do is simply put the values of sum of zeros, which is -4 over here, and then product of zeros, which is -12 over here. So implies, that is x square, so this is -4x, and this is plus -12, which is equals to x square plus 4x minus 12. So this is the required quadratic polynomial whose zeros is -6 and 2. Okay, so now what we have to do is the verification. So the verification part is, now alpha plus beta, okay, that means if I do this sum of two zeros, alpha plus beta, this is equals to minus b by a, okay, minus b by a. Now this is simply equals to, minus b is this, b is the coefficient, minus, let me write it, coefficient of x upon, this is coefficient of x square. Okay, now this is equals to minus, and the value of b is 4 and the value of a is 1, right? It is equals to -4. Now we know that the sum of the zeros is -4, so you can easily check. Now product of zero, alpha multiplied by beta is equals to, this is c by a, which means this constant term, okay, constant term divided by This a is the coefficient of x square so this is simply equals to constant term is minus 12 and a is 1, so this is equals to minus 12. Okay, now you can see that the product of 0 is minus 12, as you can see. Okay, that means we have also did the verification. So in such type of question we have to solve like this. I hope you got the idea how to solve such problem. Let us do one more problem of such type. So friend, here is the another question of same type, but in this question the zeros are in the fractional form, but it will make no big difference. What we have to do is simply follow the procedure as we did in previous question. So this is the solution part. Okay, here you can see given 2 by 3 and minus 1 by 4 are the zeros. So first thing is we have to find the quadratic polynomial. Okay, quadratic polynomial whose zeros is 2 by 3 and minus 1 by 4, and then we have to verify the relationship between the coefficient and the zeros of the polynomial. So first thing is we have to find the sum of the zeros. So sum of zeros equals to 2 by 3 plus this is minus 1 by 4, which is equals to, if I take the LCM of 3 and 4, it is 12, and this is 12 divided by 3 is 4, and 4 multiplied by 2 is 8, plus minus is minus, and 12 divided by 4 is 3, and 3 multiplied by 1 is 3. Now this is equals to 5 by 12. So the sum of the zeros is 5 by 12. Similarly, we can get the product of 0 equals to 2 by 3 multiplied by minus 1 by 4. This is equals to minus 2 upon this is 12. So we just got the value of sum of zeros and the product of zeros. Now therefore the required polynomial is simply x square, and here we have minus, okay, product of sum of zeros is 5 by 12, this x, and then the product of zeros which is plus, but it is minus 2 upon 12. So I hope we have used the same formula as we did in the previous question, and you have to memorize that formula in order to frame the quadratic polynomial if you know the zeros and the product. So this is equals to, if I take the LCM of all these three terms, I get 1 by 12, and this is inside 12x square minus 5x minus 2. So the required polynomial is, that is, the quadratic polynomial is simply write this one. Okay, ignore this part since it will get multiplied with the 0, so it will make no difference. So this is 12x square minus 5x minus 2. Okay, 12x square minus 5x minus 2 is the required polynomial. Now what we have to do next is to find the relationship between the zeros. So now alpha plus beta is equals to negative of coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square, which is equals to, this is minus, and the coefficient of x is minus 5, and divided by this is 12, so I get 5 by 12. Now you can see that the sum of the zeros is equals to 5 by 12, which is same. Similarly, product of zeros alpha beta is equals to minus, not minus, this is plus constant term divided by coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square. Now this is equals to, the constant term is minus 2 and the coefficient of x square is 12. Now you can see that this two answers is same. That means the product of zeros is equals to minus 2 by 12. And now if you want to take the make this value simply into the simplest form, you can simply write it as minus 1 upon 6 also, and here also it is minus 1 by 6. Okay, and if you leave it over here also, it will be correct. I hope these two questions are clear, and we will see some more type of question on this chapter polynomial, and after that we will do the cubic, how to frame the cubic polynomial when we know the zeros. We will discuss such questions in coming videos. Till then, take care, stay safe, and see you in next video.